Academic freedom is one of several core higher education values. Other important values include equitable access, accountability, autonomy, and social responsibility. To understand academic freedom and how it is supposed to protect people asking questions, it's important to have a general understanding of the meaning of all 5 core values and how they are related. Although core values are difficult to define precisely, they are generally recognized as this. Academic freedom is the freedom of teaching and discussion, freedom in carrying out research and disseminating and publishing the results thereof, freedom to express freely opinions about the academic institution or system in which one works, freedom from institutional censorship, and freedom to participate in professional or representative academic bodies. Institutional autonomy is the degree of self-governance necessary for effective decision-making by higher education institutions and leaders regarding their academic work, standards, management, and related activities consistent with principles of equitable access, academic freedom, public accountability, and social responsibility. Social responsibility in higher education is the duty to use the freedoms and opportunities afforded by state and public respect for academic freedom and institutional autonomy in a manner consistent with the obligation to seek and impart truth according to ethical and professional standards and to respond to contemporary problems and needs of all members of society. Equitable access means that entry to and successful participation in higher education and the higher education profession is based on merit and without discrimination on grounds of race, gender, language or religion, or economic, cultural, or social distinctions, or physical disabilities, and includes active facilitation of access for members of traditionally underrepresented groups, including indigenous peoples, cultural and linguistic minorities, economically or otherwise disadvantaged groups, and those with disabilities, whose participation may offer unique experience and talent that can be of great value to the higher education sector and society generally. Accountability is the institutionalization of clear and transparent systems, structures, or mechanisms by which the state, higher education professionals, staff, students, and the wider society may evaluate, with due respect for academic freedom and institutional autonomy, the quality and performance of higher education communities. Do we need more precise definitions? While the definitions provide the general meaning of each core value, they are not perfectly precise. Consensus on the general meaning is important for discussion and exploration of values-related concerns. Given the wide range of higher education systems, institutions, and local conditions, perfectly precise definitions are not possible and not particularly desirable. What about other related terms? The 5 core values listed are not an exhaustive list, but rather a set of broad categories, each of which may implicate other values concerns. For example, integrity in research, governance, and management is essential to higher education and should be understood as included within the meaning of academic freedom, institutional autonomy, and accountability, respectively. Similarly, general anti-discrimination principles should be understood as included within the meaning of equitable access and social responsibility. What is the source of these definitions of core values? Support for these 5 core values is drawn not only from the 1997 recommendation concerning the status of higher education teaching personnel, adopted by the General Conference of UNESCO, but from other UNESCO instruments, international human rights law, and related civil society statements.